The Foolish and the Wise by Joe Ritigliano and Gary Balzano. There once were two very poor families that had nothing to eat. So the men of both families got together and decided they would go out and search for food. The next day they started out early in the morning, hoping they would find something. After a while, they happened to come to a bridge that appeared to be not too sturdy, but determined to find some food took away any fears they might have had. So they crossed the bridge and continued on their way. After traveling for many miles, they became tired and weary, and just when they seemed to have no more hope, they came to an abandoned banana farm. There were bananas as far as their eyes could see. Without hesitation, they began picking up bananas to bring home to their hungry families. One man started piling bananas so high in his arms he could hardly see where he was going. But the other man was wise. He knew he had a long journey back, and also remembered the bridge that was so unsteady. Patiently, he took only enough to supply his family's needs. When they had finished picking up the bananas, they started on their way back home. Both of them were very happy. Carrying these bananas wasn't easy, but then came the part of the journey that was most difficult. Yes, they were at the bridge, the one that was not sturdy. First across was the man who had the larger pile of bananas. But as he was walking across the bridge, a banana fell from the pile right onto the bridge. It happened to land right where his foot was about to step. Before he knew what happened, he felt his foot slip right out from under him. Realizing he was falling, he grabbed onto the bridge and watched all of his bananas fall into the valley far below. The man did finally get across the bridge, but empty-handed. He now realized how foolish he had been for trying to carry such a large amount. But the man who was wise crossed with no trouble. As they arrived home, the foolish man thought of how he had started out with so much more than the man who was wise. But in the end, he had nothing at all. That night, the man who had acted foolishly received a call from his neighbor, inviting him and his family over to eat. Thankful for the call he received, he realized his neighbor was not only wise, but also kind-hearted for sharing his blessing. Choices. In this story, both men had to make a choice. We can see what happens when we take our time and plan ahead as the wise man did. But we must not forget the foolishness of the man who acted in haste and lost everything. So the sooner we learn to think ahead as the wise man did, the better it will be for all. For more stories by The Storyteller, go to www.joeystory.com.